Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my eclipse update now for the rest of the month of September. Whew, what a ride we had so far in September. I don't know how you feel, I don't know how things have evolved for you, but there is definitely a purging around the globe on different levels. Some of us, light workers, are going to feel it more than others. I know for me, it was actually at the end of August, the first week of September, that was the big emotional purge. Stepping into a new timeline, which means, you're actually in one spot in your life and you want to shift, whether your business, your relationships, your place of living, anything else that relates to this life on earth. You're going to have to shift energetically. And yes, we can have visions and we can ask for support to get there, but there's going to have different layers of release, and they can be emotional, they can be physical. You can actually purge with tears, or some people need to express their anger that has been repressed a lot. Other people will have to purge physically, maybe do a fast, or maybe you're gonna eat something and it's just not gonna sit right with you and you're gonna purge it through your body. Maybe you're gonna need more rest. So whatever is happening for you, there's nothing wrong with having a lot of symptoms and things happening at this moment. So don't make it wrong, but just make sure that you're giving yourself what you need. So if you need to purge emotionally, give yourself time to do that. If you actually need to purge on another level, whatever level that is, you can also give yourself this time. So it's really about how can we be the most compassionate we can be in this frequency of new earth coming in. If we are about to embark on the new earth frequencies that we are receiving from the sun, I don't know if you watch the electromagnetic frequencies that we're receiving from the sun. They are actually very intense since a few weeks. But our body, mind, and soul, they all need to purge so that we can hold this new light inside of us. So what can you do to allow that to happen is very important. So that would be the first thing, even before we even speak about the eclipse. So the eclipse is going to happen. It's a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. I know this sign very well, being a Pisces myself. And so if you have Pisces placements in your chart, you will maybe feel it more, but it really depends on a lot of other things. I'm studying astrology right now, but I'm not there yet to be able to give you all the specifics. There are a few beautiful people I love that I will link below, so that if you want to have more specifics on your sun, moon, and rising signs, you can look at those videos below, or just get a general sense from an astrologer of what that actually means. So it's a super moon, very potent. It's a partial eclipse in the sign of Pisces. So that means that a lot of people around the globe will have emotional purges. The Piscean energy is how can we be in the spiritual realm, connect higher, be in our emotions. The water element in astrology is related to emotions. So if you're feeling there's lots of emotions coming up, they can be of any kind. That could be because of this eclipse. This eclipse lasts 6 months to 2 years in our life. Some of the eclipses, they will have very defining moments for us. I know for me, I was looking back this weekend and I was feeling, wow, like there's been a lot of movements for me geographically after eclipse. After the last eclipse, I moved from Mexico to Canada, which was definitely not planned in my timeline, in my mind. What it is for you will be linked to so many different things. It can be anything from moving, from different sudden changes, different things that can happen in your current life. It depends on the houses where your Pisces sign is actually located in. If you don't know how to do that, just check the tutorials on any astrologer. I know Pram Gregory is very good, in Ksenia back in Australia. Really find somebody that speaks to you and in your language. It's gonna give you a potential of things that could happen. But as I said, you can be touched on your sun, moon, rising sign, or all of three of them. We don't know. We'll see what happens. It really depends where you're at right now and where you're supposed to be. So eclipses are seasons, right? We have eclipse seasons twice a year, usually at spring and fall, and they're opening portals for us to move through faster to where we're supposed to be going. Sometimes we will have had some insight of what we should be changing. It could be changes in relationship. You know, you have friends that are not actually connecting with you at the same level than usual, or you feel that they're putting you down. You're in a relationship where you don't feel happy or heard. There's like a little insight. Usually we know, right, the parts of our life that we need to shift. So this energy right now that we're stepping into is going to propulse you towards that. So there's kind of no way of not looking at it anymore. Like you can't say like, no, I don't see this issue. It's there. And so you have to see those changes that the eclipse is going to bring really like a blessing, even if it might be very sudden. If you need support, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to people that you trust to support you through the transitions, because we will all live a very distinct transformation. I have a feeling that between now and 6 months from now, which will be close to my birthday, it will be very, very different the way that our life is. So don't take it like it's something very bad that's going to happen to you. It's more like, how can you actually see the signs? And if you have to change things right now, like whether it's health related, you know, the houses of the astrological wheel, they speak about a space in our life, and they're all spaces in our life and areas of life that we all know. Sometimes we have a lot of time that we spend in some of them, and sometimes we just ignore other ones. Well, that's what's happening. We need to balance all of those energies. So the eclipses are to bring about changes so that we move towards what we actually want at the soul level to experience. And it will be from different types of things that you will experience. Most important is like, what were the messages that you got this summer? Of things that were like, I don't know about this. It doesn't really sit well with me, or it doesn't feel right. Have you set boundaries with people you needed to set boundaries with? Have you spoken about your needs? Have you decided that you needed to change work, but you keep putting it off? Like those type of things right now in the midst of it, for some people, we will have felt the energies, like I said, a couple of weeks before it happens. And then 2 weeks later, like that, there's like this kind of 4 week where it's more intense energetically. Some of us will be very redirected, because sometimes we need life, right? If you look at your life since the time you were born, how many events you could remember that happened? Like for me, I was looking at it and I was like, wow, how many times did I move right before, right after an eclipse? I was just like, a lot of the times. And I haven't done my transits and all of that. For those that don't know, that is sometimes planets go back into your natal chart and actually create some movement and energy. I'm going to be speaking more about astrology because it's really becoming part of my life right now, because I'm studying it since 6 months now. But really allowing yourself to see, like, there's been big changes in your life, and it's not about fearing them. It's remembering that there is a higher consciousness that wants you to be in your highest timeline. And if you can't make the choice for yourself, maybe there's going to be an exterior thing that's going to help you let go. The actual theme of this eclipse is letting go. So what do you have to let go of? You are the only person that knows that. Is it a relationship? Is it a workplace? Is it a place where you live? Is there anything that you eat that isn't good for you? Is it the type of activity? Is it things that you do? Whatever it is, what it is that you have to let go of, so that you can welcome what's really in alignment with you. So really taking the time. The eclipse seasons are usually very intense. I've heard a lot of people like have been very emotional, crying a lot. Some people have had anger, as I said, like bursting out. Don't judge yourself for it. So a lot of the times, the emotions that are actually bubbling up inside of us, they've been pushed down for years and years and years. So if they come up to the surface, it's because you're ready to let them go. Of course, do it in the most healthy way of possible so that you don't hurt anyone else. But like, cry if you need to cry, hit the pillow or scream in a pillow. And I mean, it's okay. It is okay. And the more you're going to do that, the less you're going to feel like you're dense inside of you energetically. So when you go out in the world after having cleansed your body, you're less susceptible to other people's energy. You're less susceptible to actually bring their energy into your own energetic field. And then you're kind of taking stuff that aren't yours. You don't want to take stuff that isn't yours. The people stuff, yes, we can help alchemizing because we're light workers. Most of you that watch me are light workers. But the goal is that you do your own work. You look at your own wounds. You look at what needs to be letting go of, what you need to shift yourself into. There's also a lot for those that believe in dragons. There's a lot of dragon energy. They've been with me a lot in the last couple of weeks. So if you're open to that, ask to be connected to your dragon energy. Invite them in. They will help you with power. They will help you with protection. They all have a different kind of layer to them that can support you. So please don't be shy to do that. And if you're feeling right now that your business is maybe not in the alignment that you want, it's difficult to have clients, it's difficult for you to get your word out. You know that I'm supporting spiritual business owners now to actually make money doing what they love. I have a beautiful consult. It's through Messenger. If you want to connect with me there, you just look up Annabelle Ivaya. You'll find me there. Just message me, say you are interested in receiving some guidance. I'll give you 3 key points of what could support you in your business. And now I just created this week beautiful meditation to support you in creating content that feels good to you and that actually connects you more closer to your dream client. And then I also created this connect to your next 10 clients meditation. Those are activations. I do them in all of my containers, and now I'm focusing more on spiritual entrepreneurship since a few months now. So you're gonna have access to that. If you are interested, you message me, you can email me, and you'll see I'll send you the links so that you can have access to those. You'll see soon an inner child meditation that I created. Then this way you'll be able to release maybe some more density. Of course, if you need more support, reach out and I'll see how I can support you. This time is not a time to put yourself down, to judge what's happening. It's a time of looking with beautiful, loving eyes to what's happening inside of our heart and what's projecting outside. If you have conflicts with others, just sense and feel. Maybe you're redirected. Every change is a redirection. Every end of a relationship, end of a workplace, end of something is always a redirection. So how can you feel supported during this transition? So I hope this helps. Please comment below and I'll see you in the next one, beautiful souls. Much love.